My name is TheAdipose.
And my name is TheClariePose.
And this is HayDay.
And in this video we're going to be giving you a beginner's guide to making money fast.
So, let's get farming.
Let's get farming. Making money in HayDay. One of the best methods to make some gold in HayDay is to use this roadside store over here. Now, when I first started playing HayDay, and Addy, I don't think you know this, I was quite scared of the roadside store. Scared of the roadside store. I didn't like the fact that I had to put my goods on sale and other people would come into my shop and buy my goods.
Other human beings.
Other actual human beings.
Now, this isn't open. The roadside store isn't there from like level 1. I think it's a fairly early level. It's like level kind of 6 or 7. It's around there. So if you haven't got it yet, it will be coming soon. It
will be popping up soon. So in the roadside store, you will be able to sell all of the produce that you're making to other people for some good money. So do start using it, but we'll be giving you some more detailed tips and tricks in another video on that.
Absolutely, but there is no comparison between the amount of money you can make in the roadside shop compared to the other methods. So
exactly.
Don't be scared like little Clary. Just get selling your goods here. Now, when you do put your goods in that shop, don't necessarily put everything in there. For example, you have in your possession kind of raw ingredients, and then you have finished products. For example, I would say that this egg is a raw ingredient which you can use to make other things. The wool is your raw ingredient which you can use to make other things. But this pumpkin pie over here is a finished product, and that finished product is worth a lot more in the roadside store than the actual ingredient is. So I mean, obviously if you end up with loads of eggs or loads of corn or something like that, then of course you can sell off the odd bit here and there, but it should be your goal to maximize the amount of money you get to make some finished products, and that's the ones that you're going to be putting into the store. Exactly.
Now, the other thing which really helps with the roadside store is this little guy here, whose name is Tom.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Tom. Now, Tom is great because he can run errands for you every couple of hours in order to find things for the roadside store.
And he's going to come in at about a level 14.
Exactly. And Tom is really great to use. He's so great to use, in fact, that we've made a whole other video on how to use him effectively to make money in the roadside store. So please do check that out.
Yeah, do check the playlist because we've got to talk about Tom in there, but he's a good method as well. Now, of course, the ways that I'm sure you've started making money already is, of course, with the orders, which is a good way of making money. It's not as good as the roadside store, but if you are going to maximize your ability, the amount of money you make in using the orders, you need to look for ones that have a good money to XP ratio, because those are the ones that you'll be able to get the most money for the minimum amount of goods. So it isn't always just about getting the most amount of money you can, because you might find you're actually giving away most of your goods to actually get it, but it's looking for that high XP to high money to XP ratio. So for example, I would say the best one here is Jones Salon. It only wants a few things, just 3 cornbread, and yeah, it gives me 150 coins but only 59 XP. And obviously you do want a bit of XP as well, but if you're prioritizing money, this is going to be the fastest way to get it. And although this church one gives me 120 coins, which of course looks quite nice, because it's giving me all that XP as well, look at all the requirements. That's going to be far harder for me to get. And remember, of course, with any order, if you don't like it or it's not suiting your current purposes, you can click that dustbin and it'll scrap it, and 3 minutes later you will get another one. So have a look for the ones with high coins, low XP, with low requirements to maximize your money.
Exactly. Now, another way to make money, a controversial way you might say, is these little people here, the 2 guys standing by the truck. Now, I say controversial because these people aren't actually a kind of a good value, effective way of making money fast. So should we have a look at what they're asking for?
Sure.
So these guys will walk into your farm and they will make requests. Now, one thing to bear in mind here is that we've actually got an offer going on at the moment.
We're bang in the middle of the visitor bonus event.
Exactly, which means that these little people are actually offering us double what they would usually offer.
Which is great, which means they're good value.
Exactly.
But most of the time
they're only offering half of this amount. So this man would like 7 loaves of bread, and as I say, it would usually be half of this amount. So usually he'd be offering us 107 for 7 loaves of bread,
which you could get far more for the same value in the roadside store. Now it's controversial because me and Claire have been debating this one, and Claire just likes to give the little people the things they want when they come in.
Well, for me it's part of the gameplay experience. They walk into your farm and you want to fulfill their order, and so if you're kind of in it for the gameplay experience, then it's really fun to kind of make these little people happy and fulfill their orders. But I do appreciate that it isn't good value, and if you're looking to make that gold fast because you want to get build a new machine or you want to buy new resources, then this isn't the most effective way of doing it.
And what you might find if you're playing that way, and it is cute to play that way, doing the orders, helping them in the school, helping them in the church and all that kind of stuff, it's all very, very cute, but you're really not going to make nearly as much money as you will by doing the road in the roadside store. So although it's kind of cute and nice to see them walk away happy, if you're just looking for cold hard gold,
you want to stick to the roadside store.
You want to stick to the roadside stores, and you'll actually find, if you look at this, those machines that were really expensive, the first time you saw a machine for 1,500 and you were like, oh my goodness, the reason why you were oh my goodness is probably because you were using the little people in the orders, and they give you quite small amounts of money in comparison to what you can do in the roadside store. And if they're in the roadside store, always sell for the maximum price,
because it will sell.
It will sell. Now, of course, there are a few other little methods of making money, but again, we're showing them in the order that we thought they were best in. You can get bits of money from completing the achievements, but of course they are one-offs. They're very nice, but don't kind of just aim for them. And later in the game, once you kind of get like level 17, 18, 19, 20, etc., etc., you will be able to open a mine over here, which will give you some money, and you will get some boats over here that will give you other tasks as well. But while you're building yourself up, roadside store, followed by using Tom, followed by the orders.
Exactly. So we hope you found this beginner's guide to making money useful. If you have, please give the video a like and please subscribe to the channel.
Take care, do check the HayDay playlists, and we'll see you soon.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.